Hi guys, it's Jennibellie. I have a smashbooking tutorial ready to upload for you guys, but what I wanted to do first was address a question that I've been asked as to what is the difference between smashbooking versus junk journaling, and so what's the difference between junk journaling versus art journaling. I also want to answer. Basically, to me, smashbooking is the old school styly version of scrapbooking. Before all the pretty embellishments came along, before all the products for smashbooking came along, this is what people used to do in my eyes, is smashbooking. They would get collections of things which can be anything you want. My smashbooks include personal things to me, personal items I collect just in everyday life that I don't want to throw away for one reason or another. But I'm not really a scrapbooker, so I don't want to create a scrapbook or a project life type thing of these items. So I smashbook them, and they can be on anything you want. They don't have to be on personal things. They can be on things that you're interested in, things like fashion or interior design or photography. They can be ideas journals where you collect all of the things. They're basically collections, so you collect things that you're interested in, put them into your journal to give you inspiration, or in my case to look back on for memory's sake. So to me they are the old version of scrapbooking. This is one of my mum's old scrapbooks, which this used to be green, like the bright acid green colour, and they didn't know about acid free back then, so as you can see she used kind of like just tape, regular tape, which has gone yellow and things like that. So this is a scrapbook for her hockey team, and my mother is by no means a crafter at all. I've never known her to craft, make a card, do anything like that. So look, you can see they had just used regular sellotape in these journals. They didn't understand what archival was back then. So by the time, you know, in 40 years all of these pictures will be yellow and things like that. But it's just basically my mum is just smashing items of memorabilia back when she was in a hockey team. What I have here is, and this is what they used to do in Victorian times as well, so what I have here is an antique scrapbook, which is, again, obviously the lady whose book this was, her mother kept all of the cards that she had from when she was born, because the same lady has a lifetime's worth of stuff in this book. And she's got postcards, and she's got photographs, and then things that she's cut out from Christmas cards. And this is what they used to do, because back then cards weren't as readily available as what they are now. They were still, due to the printing press, they became mass produced, and then they became embossed, and they were really pretty and things. But they were still things to keep, you know, in comparison to today. So she's got all this kind of stuff. So you've jumped to her 21st birthday, and then she's got all of this really, really special stuff in here. So this to me is the old school version of scrapbooking, which has turned into smashbooking, except now we do it with pretty papers. So the difference between an actual smashbook journal and a scrapbook is, or a junk journal, for my position, is this is my smashbook, is they're already got pretty papers in them, whereas a junk journal to me is made out of junk. I know some people use it to put junk into, as in junk daily life, junk tickets, receipts, things like that. But for me, I put in pretty papers first, so that then I can put that daily junk into it without having to worry about it not being pretty enough or things like that. It's just a place for me to keep a collection of something. This to me is a junk journal. This is one of the journals that I made in the Christmas card tutorial that I showed you. And the reason to me why this is a junk journal is because this was made out of the birthday cards that I just put in, and I didn't paint them or alter them. And then I altered them when they were in here, so I just put in scrap paper. So out of my smashbook, I had little strips of paper left, so I just stuck them in here, little cards and things, scrap things from my latest zine that I was making, and you know, I have over. So it's just general junk, scrap. It's all out of my scrap drawer basically. Some just doodles that I've done, and so I make tabs and things out of the leftover bits of paper. So this to me is junk journaling. This is where I just take all of the junk, everything in here is scrap items that I've turned into a journal, and I'm just going to use it just for when I want to do a little bit of writing, a little bit of doodling. It isn't an art journal, because an art journal to me is somewhere where I test ideas out, I'm frustrated about something, so I want to get my feelings down on the page in an art form rather than in a written form. And you may remember this from the Christmas card tutorial. This is from the Christmas card tutorial as well. So if they're both made out of cards, leftover greetings cards, why is this a junk journal? Why is this an art journal? I see that in the purpose of the book. This purpose is to be a place where I can test out ideas, where I can create art in here, as opposed to this, where it is about recycling the rubbish. Now, I had a friend that said to me, oh, I've already gotten into junk journaling, I made this really cool junk journal. I went out and I bought this book. Stop there. You bought a book to junk journal. To me, that is not the purpose of junk journaling, but that is her purpose. So, all of these different things that I'm showing you, this is one of my oldest art journals. And again, I will use scrap items in this book, but it's the purpose to me of an art journal. So that's why I call it an art journal. But everybody's purpose, intentions, requirements are different for journaling. So I'm differentiating all of these different types of journals, but in truth, you do what you need for your journals. All of this stuff that I now do in separate journals, when I was a teenager, I did it all in the one book. I had one book at a time. I stuck in things from everyday life. I doodled, I wrote down my feelings, I was a creative writer, and I did all of this stuff in the same journal. And I wish I had these journals to show you, but in the true teenage rebellion, I threw them all away, so I don't have any. But it's each is an own interpretation. So this is what my definitions of art journaling, junk journaling, smashbooking are. But it's up to you what you want to do with your journals. They're your journals. You're doing what you need for them. And I will upload the smashbooking tutorial in a couple of days.